sites are
Okay, I don't
connecting.
hear it.
No, I'm
Are
not.
you, do you have
No, no,
You're not
no.
playing it yet.
I'm not playing it yet. I'll start. I'll kick into Sirenscape when we get the session going.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was just having trouble getting the interface loaded to control the sounds and stuff. It was just taking a minute, but then I found where I can connect to a different server and stuff, so I got it working. All right, cool. About 10 seconds left, and we'll be live.
Yay! Victory shall be ours.
Yeah. All right, we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We were running just a little bit late because we were just dealing with some technical issues. I had to kind of reset up the template and stuff, but yeah, thanks everybody for sticking around and joining. I'm going to open the chat here, so if anybody wants to join in on that. Before we get started, I just want to do make a couple announcements. First off, big thanks to all of our sponsors. We've really been enjoying Sirenscape, adding sounds to our game. Everybody can check that out. Elderwood Academy, Level Up Dice, Cyber Fight Clothing, Lion Banner Games, hooking us up with maps. You can check out all our sponsors and all the discounts for that on cyberpunkuncensored.com on the partners page. Aside from that, we just did a Cyberpunk panel I put together for Albacon. And it went great. If you haven't seen that video, go check out the Cyberpunk Uncensored YouTube or Twitch channel and look for that Cyberpunk panel for Albacon. I had James Hutt and Jay Gray with me and John the Wise. And the guys from our Talsorian Games kind of like released some program info for on the net running side of things. They also mentioned that they're pretty much done editing RED. For the most part, they're just working on layout and all the cool shit. So it's just about there. I think they'll be wrapping it up here soon. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. The other kind of cool thing that he mentioned is that they're implementing downtime. That's not really going to be downtime anymore. They reference it as downtime, but it's not. It's basically those times in between sessions, which we were actually just going to get into talking about, as a matter of fact. But apparently in the full RED rules, like right now, yeah, we are using the official RED rules, but it's just like the core rules that they hooked us up with. It's not all the extras and things that they've added since then, and apparently there's a lot more. But one of these things is the downtime. So apparently they're actually defining like the costs of living and the time needed and details like that, to where it's even going to be more difficult to survive in the world of Cyberpunk, and I think that's awesome because it's even more real, even tougher, but we'll see how that works out and exactly what that's about. But till then, we'll still do things the way we've been doing it, which is we basically wrapped up, I guess, what we consider a campaign. It was, a handful of sessions. You kind of started off when we kicked into official RED in the middle of being captured on a job that Raven had to do for her company that you guys were helping with. And then after that, you had to recover this guy Sanders for Coupler's company. And then you spent sessions tracking this guy down and getting him back to the company and just dealing with all that shit. And you successfully did it. However, there was a lot of damage to armor. People took damage to their bodies. You needed some downtime. Plus, the vehicle you had got fucked up. You guys got into a car chase and wrecked it, and it got shot up and stuff. So yeah, that pretty much got fucked. You did a quick fix. Let me mention that in the last session, which was cool. Coupler quick fixed that car, and you guys got out of there. And then Raven luckily got a shot off at the enemy car and just put it out, and you guys got away. That was really badass. But that being said, that was only a quick fix. So like, yeah, you had to spend the past like almost 2 weeks, right? Isn't that what we figured out, Coupler?
Yeah, about 2 weeks fixing the car.
Yeah, fill me in. Explain everything that got done. Maybe do a recap of last session and then these past 2 weeks, if you would.
Well, the last session after we found Hollow and what was left of Sanders in that hotel room, and as we left, we had into a small scuffle with a friend of Big Dave's, but that went fairly well. No shots fired for the first time. We got to the car, and as we were leaving, we ended up running across to some extra security that luckily wasn't there. But they decided to follow us because we were just as suspicious looking. And we ended up getting in a pretty much rolling shootout the entire time. Both our vehicles took a lot of damage, ours more so because of one crash, and we ended up spinning out, pretty much totaling the car. But as we were doing a shootout, they got out of their car. We started fixing ours. Luckily, I was able to get done in time before they were on top of us. And as we drove away, Raven got like the luckiest shot ever, put their car out of commission for good, and we ended up heading right back to the Rockland Augmetics and turned Sanders over, or what was left of him, and got paid for it.
Nice.
Got paid a nice 10,000.
Yeah, and then
6,000.
or yeah, and then trying to slide that in there, you're like, yeah, that's what it was. That's what I have. But no, and then obviously
Then we had to,
explain the
the car barely made it. So
yeah.
No, the car didn't make it back after that, though.
Well, barely made it to Rockland Augmetics, but yeah,
Had to get towed back.
had to get kind of towed back, and Coupler had to spend a couple weeks fixing that. And we also kind of all had to, Hollow help fix everyone's, whiplash that we got, crashing the car a couple times.
Oh, it's not easy to drive when you're getting shot at.
Yeah, and
Nope.
then during this downtime, these 2 weeks, you pretty much, you had to everybody had to heal, which I guess Hollow got everybody stabilized and started, and then luckily the amount of, healing that you needed to do really only took a few days, I think at most for the most wounded. But then you had the armor fix, like you said. Yours, you failed on, so it took a couple extra days to kind of fix it. You got everybody else taken care of, but you didn't take care of yourself. That took a little extra. And then the vehicle took the longest to get fixed, right? That took a whole week, where you could only focus on that, right?
It was almost beyond repair.
Yeah.
Almost.
But yeah, you got it back. We'll say, 2 weeks passed. You guys had some serious downtime, with the exception of Coupler, who was pretty much working nonstop for 2 weeks trying to get everything up to par, aside from any days he needed to heal. Anything else that anybody else was up to during that time? Anything else you want to mention?
I just pretty much lay low with Lola. I was stuck up in her little apartment. I was like, I'm hanging out.
Yeah, Lola's Raven's friend from the Willow
My only
Sisterhood,
friend.
right? From the Willow Sisterhood, that's what it is?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. And that's
So I just crashed on her place.
Yeah, and that's right in Coupler's neighborhood too, because that's who Coupler is kind of down with as well, so that works out. And in fact, if you look at Roll 20, I just brought up a Coupler's shop. We have that blueprint, and Eric kind of altered it, added some labeling and stuff, but at least that's kind of where you guys are chilling now. Everything got fixed. You were hanging out with Lola. Anybody else doing anything else that you want to mention, or
Just practicing net running. That's trying to avoid the some of these weird programs that are not quite as brain damagey versus other problems.
Yeah.
Enjoying those legs while you can.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, no, you had all that downtime. You guys are getting back together over at Coupler's. You're basically at his warehouse here, pretty much hanging out, getting your armor back, and your workshop. It's it's still nice. At least you can crash there. It's more than just like a little studio apartment. You at least have somewhere to work on things, and it's somewhat protected because you get to you hook up the Willow Sisterhood when they need help, and in turn they kind of like protect you in the neighborhood, let you work out of there and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you guys are hanging out. Everything's pretty normal. And then on Rio, you get a call from the Kid. And just to recap, Kid is that fixer guy who's kind of abrasive, kind of dangerous as fuck, pretty young and rowdy, but coming up quick in the scene. As you know, he's got like lots of connections and hookups, but it's probably because he's fast and dangerous and shit. But he's always after you. But anyways, wants you to work for him, not after you in a bad way, I should mention. Any new listeners. Yeah. But no, he's giving you a call.
I'll answer it. Be like, hey kid, how's it going?
He's like, hey, Onryo, baby. He's like, I'm cashing in that favor. Me and my team, we're heading out of town, and I need someone to watch over this week's fight. Meet me at the club around 11, and this week's password is extra spicy. And hey, if you keep it running smooth all night, you get first invite to my night market coming up, and it's kind of why I'm leaving town anyways, picking up something special. So yeah, I'll see you tonight. Don't let me down.
All right.
He hangs up. And your agent gets an address. It's 1666 Union Street.
Okay.
Who named these streets?
I mean,
Hey.
presumably whoever created the road.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Bruce Ford's in chat. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, thanks anybody that's actually joining chat and hanging with us live. I know some people are checking out the debate and whatnot probably, but I'm avoiding that like a virus. I'm into some cyberpunk right here.
I told a friend of mine earlier that I'm avoiding the news like the plague today, so
Yeah,
pretty
so
accurate.
yeah, I appreciate anybody tuning into the live stream instead of the debate and getting down with some cyberpunk with us. But yeah, you get that. The address comes into your agent, 1666 Union Street. Yeah, you guys are hanging out.
All right, well, I let everyone know, hey, that guy that helped us, got the net runner to kind of crack into that file and get us the address where Sanders was. Well, he wants me and I could use the help, watch his little club or whatever for some fight that he's got tonight. Hopefully, he said he's gonna get some materials and get some supplies set up for a night market, which will be nice. We can maybe spend some of this money we recently acquired.
I can get rid of some of his weapons too.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
Sell
that-
some of the stuff we don't need. Get the stuff
I
we
could
do.
probably get some new parts for that drone. At least fill it out, hopefully. But what do you know about these fights that he runs? That doesn't exactly sound like a fun time or up our fields.
Well, I mean, we're not fighting. He likes to have these fights. I'm assuming they're kind of,
Yeah, just a
Not
little. You know this
on-
much. You know this much. I'll give you a little background on.
Sure.
You saw some of the fights on the TV when you visited his little underground office thing that he had at that other bar. But you do know that he runs multiple businesses and little underground things. But one of them in particular is this sort of fight club situation where each week it's kind of different things, different rules. You never know what to expect. Sometimes it's like groups of regular people fighting. Sometimes it's one-on-one, one versus a group, like really armed people versus like unarmed people. Like it can get pretty crazy. You never know what to expect, but it's that type of place. People go there and bet. It's kind of underground. You've never been. You've only heard of it. You kind of like we've established before. You kind of avoid kid for the most part, unless you really have to. Deal with them. Like in the case where you needed his help hacking that shit, and he was kind of your only fix or hookup that in the city. But other than that, this it's kind of dangerous and fucked up. But that's why you've never been there. But you've heard of it. You know what it is.
Yeah. So, just, he wants me to, I guess, watch it, make sure things, go smoothly, presumably, so he makes as much money as possible. And, hopefully, once he gets back with whatever supply run he's getting, we can benefit from that.
All right, I could probably fix up some cybernetics of the fighters. Hollow, you want in? I'm pretty sure they'll need a corner man. Stitch them up.
Yeah,
or what's
I'm
left of
good
them.
with that. I haven't had a lot of work. I've not exactly been trusting my recent contacts. They betrayed me. They will suffer, but I don't know what they are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
always need security.
Okay.
They always need security.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to test your metal in the ring there, Rape?
Yeah,
Well, I'm pretty sure
You
you can make
never
some
know.
money.
You never know.
Yeah.
I'll piss
Oh,
these
I'm in.
ladies off.
so yeah,
Now that we have a car, we can actually drive there.
Yeah, as Coupler fixed the car.
Please don't ruin my car again.
Well, you're the one driving now.
Yeah, let's not get shot at.
Take some lessons in driving.
Hopefully, we
there's
should not
still
be
a
getting
cap, right?
shot at.
You can always take the cab, Raven.
Hey, I will give you a little judo. You're driving. Sit behind you the whole way, choking you. Keep going.
This is not your first date all over again, is it?
So yeah, I guess we can if it's getting close to that time, we can head over there.
Yeah, you all agree on it. So you had your little banter, and now I guess Coupler is forced to driving from a judo hold, and everybody can get in the vehicle and kind of head over there.
What part of town? Like, where is this at?
When you look up the address and the Union, it doesn't really pop up with an actual address, but the part of town that pops up it's located in a part of the warehouse district on the edge of the hot zone, referred to as the New Art District. And like these art districts and sort of stylized districts within districts, they always come and go. The city's still finding itself, but this is, I guess, kind of the new hotspot area or whatever, and it's literally on the edge of the hot zone, which, as you know, is what used to be kind of the corporate center zone in Old Night City, and now it's kind of all reduced to rubble and toxic radiation and stuff. So.
Okay.
But this place is fine. It's on the edge. You should be okay. You might grow an extra limb or something in a few weeks, but it's all good.
We don't have to
start
stay
glowing.
too long, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll glow in the dark and fun things like that.
Technically, I do glow in the
Do
dark.
superpowers.
Yeah, but that's where it is. Yeah, you guys are grabbing all your shit and heading over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's like I said, it's located in, a part of the warehouse district on the edge of the hot zone. It's kind of like the New Art District or whatever. It's kind of happening right now. You're getting there. It's almost 11 at night. There's like people parking, coming and going, bit of traffic and people walking around. You can see kind of the area where this address should be. There's a gallery called Frames that sits at 1664 Union Street. And then right next to that is a dance club called Bombers that sits at 1668 Union Street. So there's no 1666 from what you're seeing right there anyways.
Or anything in between, like an alley or something? Or
I swear to God, Armor, if we have to go into a sewer, I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah. You got to find some teenage Ninja Turtles, and then everybody give me a perception roll though. Let me just get some general area stuff.
Jeez.
Nice. Yeah, so there's a lot of people walking around and kind of hustle and bustle and cars, and it's definitely kind of happening. People coming and going, but Coupler and Raven, you guys notice that there's a kibble dog shack in between the gallery and dance club, which kind of picture like, in a downtown area. Kind of a shanty shack maybe rolled in and set up to sell hot dogs or kibble dogs to drunk people as they're coming out of clubs and stuff. But that's the only thing that you can kind of see on this street other than lots of people and vehicles and stuff.
I'm going to go, well, might as well get some. Does he have anything other than just kibble dogs? Because I feel like not getting food poisoning.
No, it's just, kibble dogs. Not even real meat hot dogs, it's like pressed and formed from probably reprocessed kibble and stuff. It's like drunk food, which if you can imagine in the dark dystopian future is even worse.
You have to be really drunk to like it.
Yeah.
Very hard up for food. Can I do a concealed and reveal object and see if I see anything?
Yeah, there's really not just putting on some
Yeah, I just noticed the music.
Yeah, I'm just dropping in a little street music in background, out on the street soundtrack stuff. Thanks to Sirenscape, one of our sponsors. Really appreciate that. But there's really nothing hidden. It really wouldn't be worth rolling a reveal conceal. I mean, you could roll it. there might be something that I could talk about, but it would require like extremely high a roll. Go for it.
Just for fun, since I have it.
Yeah. I
I'll
mean,
try to-
you know, everything comes with something. Yeah, you don't notice anything hidden around. You know, just like what I said before.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna talk to the hot dog vendor, see if he knows anything. I'll buy a street dog. I'm gonna regret this. Ask him
You don't have to eat it.
Yeah,
I
look
can
at
eat it.
honor you. Of course I am.
All right. Yeah, you go up to the street vendor guy. Yeah, kibble dog, just a couple eddies.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm curious. You know this area pretty well, so I'm trying to find 1666. Got some work there tonight.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. I sell kibble dogs. You hungry? Eat it.
Well, I paid for it, didn't I? Yeah, are you hungry?
You want anything on it?
Not that hungry.
I'll eat it.
Halo's like, I got this.
Hope you have good stomach. Just relish whatever that works.
All right.
There's
Don't
relish.
know anything.
He kind of fixes it with some things, some garnishy things, I guess.
Actual condiments?
Yeah, there's some
Dropping
things
fake
he puts
bacon.
on it.
There's relish.
I think we'll probably melt the paint off the car.
Nom nom nom
But
nom.
yeah, if
nom,
he doesn't
nom.
have any info, just move on then. Take a look around.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, we can look
stands
and
out.
see if there's either something in between the buildings, or we can go into each of the buildings and.
Yeah,
Why don't you
the only
call-
thing in between the buildings is this kibble dog shack.
Just kibble dog thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We're
we
missing
can go into
something.
the first building if you want.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not playing knock on the door again.
It worked so well last time.
Halo,
Yeah.
you're up.
What would you
I
say
feel
was
like
on
I'm
the?
making
Earlier
something.
than you.
What did you say was on the left hand, like on each side?
There's a gallery called Frames on one side, and then a dance club called Bombers on the other side. 1664, 1668. And then in between it is this kibble dog shack.
I bet you using well, he said there's a password, so we got to figure out who to say it to. So it's probably behind something. It's probably the
Password.
kibble place. Huh?
So
I'm gonna go back to talk to the old guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to the guy who ran the dog stand again.
You forgot about the password?
Yeah, when you go back, he just looks at you, he's like, what, you didn't like
You
it?
gotta say extra spicy.
Yeah, it wasn't spicy enough. Can we get a second one extra spicy this time?
He just kind of like smiles. He's like, yeah. And he kind of like looks around, and he's like, come on. And like the door to the shack opens up.
how big is this shack?
It's like, just like a food, think of it like a food truck.
Okay.
like a little food trailer sort of thing that wheels in.
Interesting. So yeah, I guess we'll follow him in, assuming
Yeah,
it
he's inside. I mean, he
does
just
go
opens it for you to
underground
come
some
in.
point.
Yeah, when you guys step in, he opens it. You guys go in. It opens. He allows passage. It leads to an alley and some steel stairs, similar to like a fire escape. So like when you go in, the door to the shack, he opens that, and then the back part of it opens, and you can see it's like the same brick wall that connects the two, the gallery and the nightclub, but it's like broken open, so it opens and continues back, and there's kind of like this hidden alley that goes to a metal staircase. Let me bring up the map so you guys can see it.
What did you get us into, Ryu?
And just reminding everybody, this should have fog of war. Just take a peek, guys. Make sure you guys can only see the.
You just see one guy and
Yep, I see it. It's all the way at the bottom. Took me a
Yeah.
while.
Okay, good.
I
Yeah,
get
anybody tuning in, I'm using Roll20's Fog of War. So even though you're watching live stream and you can see the rest of the map, the team can only see this bottom half that I've revealed so far. But yeah, if you look over here, you can see the stairs that are leading down.
Intense.
And those stairs going down are similar to like a fire escape, but that's the alley coming from this way. This is kind of where the food truck is, and this is heading down to this alley. And you can see beyond those steel stairs that are similar to a fire escape, like I mentioned. They're leading down to another sort of extended alley. And at the end of that alley, you can see a neon sign that says "The Club," written in cursive. And there's a large man down there. He kind of like sees you at the top of the stairs, and he just kind of like nods.
I'll just nod back to him. Is he like guarding the door, or is he just down here?
He's just down there by the door. He looks like maybe some type of like bouncer or door guy.
Okay.
He's down there by the neon sign in the front door.
Let's get to work. On you.
Yeah.
Your show.
So I'll walk down, you know, over to him and just nod and be like, "Yep, we're here to watch, keep things in order."
All right, cool. Yeah, you guys walk down there. And what exactly do you say when you walk up?
I just tell him, you know, hey, you know, name's Onryo. Just here to watch, make sure things work smoothly.
Yeah, Onryo, you're here for Kid, right? You're working.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, yeah, come on in. He opens the door. Yeah, when he opens the door,
We have to fight each other.
what was that?
I said, "Oh my God, we have to fight each other."
I call on Ryu.
Yeah, he opens the door, and you basically it opens up into, you know, a big club. Here, let me reveal in hopes that this works. Sometimes I have to play with it a little bit to get it to work, but let's see. Nice. All right. Cool. You guys should be able to see the big club there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he basically opens up this door. It's a big open club. You can see a big sort of like arena thing there. Everybody give me a perception. Let's just do a general sort of quick glance over the club as you're entering.
Same thing I rolled last time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That horrible. Apollo taking a nap.
Taking a nap. Oh
maybe
no,
getting
I
your
ate
high
that
perception
dog.
level.
I'm nauseous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Yeah, no.
She already needs to use the
Outside the
bathroom.
alley.
She already needs to use the bathroom. She literally just ate it, and she's like, "Oh my god."
Oh no! Oh no!
I hope you got something in that bag for that.
The dark dystopian dookie.
Oh no.
So yeah, he opens it up. It's basically a big open concrete and brick warehouse with a bar off to one side and a big fighting cage in the middle. On either side of the cage are tall light racks, which also have scoreboards on them. It smells like old synthetic wheat, a very distinct smell. The huge open space is lit by makeshift neon lights hanging from the rafters, and the place is packed, and the crowd is pretty much loud and rowdy. They're kind of cheering on. You can see in the ring there's a couple guys fighting what looks like just like some regular dude, but it looks like kind of like a warm-up or something, because you know the fights don't typically get going till midnight. But they're definitely fucking some guy up, and people are cheering. It's loud and rowdy. There's a group of people off to the side taking bets, and some people gathered at the bar. Raven, you definitely notice, nobody else noticed, but you notice a kid all the way in the back, standing in front of some big drop door, and he's kind of like waving at you guys. You can kind of see him back over here.
Yeah.
All right. I
Yeah,
guess we'll head over there then.
Yeah, he's kind of waving you over there.
Yeah, might as well find out what we're doing here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk over there. There's another sort of security guard dude standing there with him. Let me see if it'll... Yeah, right there. And then a smaller kind of security guard that's just kind of sitting in a chair next to him over here. But yeah, he waves you over. You guys walk over. He just sees you and he's just like, "Hey, Onryo, baby, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, who we got here? What's everybody's specialty, huh?"
Well, you've met most of them, you know, Coupler, you know, Tech, Raven, Solo. We, during kind of our last mission, ended up running into a friend of Coupler's, Hollow, who actually does some good medical work.
Show
I do
fix the
great
needs or
medical
fix
work.
metal.
He's like, yeah, perfect. He's like, you'll be my ring girl. He's like, make sure everyone stays stabilized and such. You can kind of take care of that. There's a med bag over there ringside. If you could take care of that, that'd be great tonight. He's like,
Is there any outfits that come with it? Just so I know.
Yeah, you can grab. There's some like little mocks and scrubs on the side. You can kind of throw that over if you need.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thinking I was gonna have to do it in a bunny girl costume for a second there.
And then he's like, and then he looks at Raven, seeing her kind of, with that female Punisher look with, the rifle and shotgun and weapons, and just kind of kicking it like that. And he's just like, yeah, I think you'll be helping with any security issues that come up. You all right with that?
Yeah.
He's like, all right. And then he looks at Coupler. He's like, and yeah, tech. He's like, that's cool. It's handy. He's like, but look, why don't you can escort the lady around. He points towards Raven. He's like, maybe just, escort her, help her if she needs something. Other than that, like, fix shit if it breaks. He's like this fucking door. And he kind of kicks the drop door behind him. He's like, it keeps jamming or something. If it goes bad tonight, just fix it or take it the fuck down. I'm tired of it. Then he looks over. What was that?
That I can do.
All right, nice. Oh yeah, by the way, Eric, can you put your mic up just a little bit? It's just a hair low tonight. And I know we were fixing it from being loud. I think when we did one of the podcast things, and now we probably overcorrected it.
You can also adjust if you right click on each video. Like, you can adjust their specific volume. So if somebody's low, you can adjust it yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'll go in and do that myself if you don't want to adjust it. But
how do I sound now?
Oh, yeah,
you sound fine to me, but I also have everybody cranked way up because that's just how I listen to people.
Yeah.
So.
you crank our voices like it's music and shit, like you're getting into it. You're like,
Yeah.
Is better?
Yeah. But
metal.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay.
And I'll go and adjust it on my side anyways. I'll go into our Discord and get that going. But yeah, he's just like and on Rio, baby, he's like, I got something special for you. He's like, listen, man, someone hacked my system. Which is pretty fucked up, considering you have to be right the fuck up on it to hack it. And he kind of like looks over towards the employees, the big security dude and the little dude in the chair. And he just like pulls out a pistol that he has with a silencer and puts 2 in the head of the dude sitting in the chair and just kills him. And he just kind of like laughs. He's like, I don't know, maybe he let it happen, huh? He's like, hey, anyways, listen, numbers aren't adding up. He's like, see if you can get in and restore any files and see who was in there and what the fuck's up. He's like, but first, everyone, I want to introduce you to tonight's big spender. He's like, before I go, I just want you to meet him. Take care of him, but not too much. I got to keep the house going, you know what I mean? And he kind of like laughs, and he like looks over to Hollow, and he goes to hand you an air hypo with 100 eddies. You take that from him?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you take
needle?
Yeah, when you take that, the air hypo, like to give medications. And 100 eddies, eddies are like bucks. But he's like, and in fact, he's like, when his guys finally need healing, he's like, hit him with that shit instead, all right? And he kind of like winks at you. And then he starts like kind of walking over towards the bar over here. Gesturing for all of you to follow him to meet tonight's big spender,
I'll follow him, but like I'll also ask him. So you have no idea who could have possibly, like, how long ago did this intrusion happen?
Yeah, on the walk over towards the bar, he's just like, yeah, this is I've noticed in the past couple weeks. He's like, the numbers haven't been adding up. He's like, I'm not sure. I don't want to make any crazy accusations. I'm not like that. I want hard proof, and then I'm gonna fucking deal with it. He's like, get in there, find out what's going on.
I'm gonna go fix the door.
And but no, he's gesturing for all of you to go meet tonight's big
he wants
spender.
us all to follow him for right now.
The less I know, the better.
Yeah, and the door's
I'll follow him.
And keeping in mind, the door's not broken right now. It seems to be working, but he says every once in a while, I guess it jams or something to that effect. But yeah, everybody.
I'll also ask him as we're walking. Where is your access point in here, so I don't have to waste time looking for it?
He points over near where that drop door is, back where you guys were just kind of talking. He says, yeah, there's like a fenced-in little storage area over there, and he's got the system back there. So access is pretty much in any one of these squares right around this little fenced area. Hence why also he was kind of pissed, like, what the hell, like, for anybody to hack it, they had to be, like, right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apparently he killed one of his guys to make a statement anyway about that. But yeah, so, you know, he explains that. He walks up to the bar. You guys give me a perception roll.
I should have called a biologist. Damn it.
My perceptions are not great. Hopefully the low rolls are all right now.
You're what?
I could do perception. Perception.
First Raven rolled it good again.
Yeah, you guys, as you're walking up, yeah, it seems pretty much no one's noticing. Hollow notices that he's taking you up to what looks like some pretty high class, like, mobster looking guys. They're Asian. You don't recognize them or know anything about them. Everybody else doesn't really notice during all the conversation. But Raven notices that it's pretty much... let's see if it pops up here for all of you. The Yakuza, and you recognize that guy was in the room, the guy in the suit when you guys were tied up, the guy that was talking to the others and then left. Raven, you notice that just as you're walking up to the guy, and he's about to introduce all of you.
Nice.
Assuming not the guy that we...
No.
The guy in the
Before
suit,
that.
the guy in the suit that kind of told them,
Oh, okay,
you know,
okay.
who are they, find out who they are, who they work for, whatever, and, you know, kill them or whatever, and left. That's the guy sitting right there. Raven recognized him. The rest of you didn't recognize him right away. But I'll say now that you've walked right up to him and he's introducing you, there's no perception roll to figure that out. You recognize this guy immediately. He's definitely that guy in the suit from the Yakuza torture facility that you guys woke up in the tub at when he was stealing the shit from Raven's company that she works for, Zirafa. But yeah, you guys walk up and you guys are all kind of silent with your jaws dropped, it sounds like, when you see him there. No one really says anything. But yeah,
I'm just waiting for Kid to, like, introduce her or whatever he wants to.
Yeah. So yeah, no. When you walk up, Kid's just he just like points to them and instantly directs you towards the guy in the suit. He has two heavily armed guys on either side of him. Some other armed guys next to him on either side beyond that. But yeah, Kid kind of like reaches out and he's just like, "This is Mr. Yotami and his associates, or just give them whatever they need all night." And then he looks towards him. He's like, "Yotami, look, these are my boys and girls. They're gonna be handling tonight. You know I gotta go, but they got it handled. Don't worry. Still place your bets. Your money is still good here. They gotta handle whatever you need." And then he kind of like he looks towards all of you and he's like, "I gotta get going." He's like, "You know what to do. Take care of the place, and I'll get you that invite to the night market if everything goes smooth. Take care." And he starts leaving.
Appreciate it. And just as he kind of walks off.
Yeah, he takes off, and when he leaves and does that, Mr. Yotami kind of like looks at all of you and looks at you on Rio, who's kind of like right in the middle of the first one that the Kid introduced. And he looks and he's like, "Have we met? You look familiar."
I think we've ever met. We have.
He looks kind of confused. Like
I don't know in what
something's familiar.
arena it would be in.
He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, whatever. If I need something, I'll find you." And he kind of turns around back to the bar and has a drink. The security guys that are with him just kind of are like looking all of you up and down, checking you out. They definitely notice Raven has some arms and shit.
Oh, I'm looking them up and down too. Can I say what they actually have?
Yeah, plain sight. You can see the two guys on either side have rifles. The other guy, he looks like he has a shotgun strapped around his back. The other guy doesn't have any visible weapons, but they also have, bulky jackets and stuff. They're kind of dressed nice, mobster style, not so booster gang style, these guys anyways. But they do look a little bit bulky. And yeah, what's up, Chris Bennett? I forgot to mention Chris Bennett is in the chat. What's up, man?
Hello.
I knew you were there. We were just wrapped up in this new campaign and story we got going. But yeah, that's what you notice. He turned around, starts having his drink. You guys are all looking each other up and down.
I just kind of nod to them and, turn to Coupler and Raven, everyone, and be like, well, I guess I will start trying to figure out what's going on with his, issue. And I kind of look over to where the security guard was shot and killed.
Yeah, you probably might want to move him.
Yeah, am I in charge of cleaning that up? Because I don't know where the body disposal area is supposed to be.
Yeah, when you look back, that body is not even there anymore. You see kind of like a streak of blood leading back underneath that drop door. So probably during all this introduction, it got dragged away.
Sweet, less work for me.
Yeah.
More scared of the efficiency of how many times have they done that before.
That's why that drop door is probably messed up.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
It's all jammed and crusted with blood.
Yeah, with blood. Yeah. What you said the guys that are in the arena right now, are they just like, is it like a one-on-one fight right this moment, or?
No, it looks like two big guys warming up. Here, I'll show you what they look like. They are part of the Yakuza's fighting team. That dude has some body mods and stuff. You see like the horn implants and some melee. This pimp dude's staring at you and giving you a point. I don't know, it's weird, but he's got some melee weapon. But yeah, they've got some type of like club items or like rough melee. No serious blades at this time, but they, like I said, they're just kind of like, looks like they're warming up, just beating up on some guys, But it looks like or at least doesn't look like. I mean, the understanding you have here, based on like what Kid was saying and how this is run, is like Mr. Yotami is obviously a big spender. He's a big bettor, but he's got his fighters in here. And they kind of bet on whatever tonight's system or game is or fight is, and Kid is the house and probably provides these people for them to have to go through or fight or whatever. And they bet on random things like when certain injuries happen, what types of injuries, if someone's going to die, which side, how much time. Like, it's not necessarily like a typical fight win and lose sort of bet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they're original.
Yeah.
First blood.
Last blood.
Yeah.
All blood. No, I don't know.
So, yeah, I guess, I'll head over to the access point area and, kind of, I'll mention, Hollow.
Are you gonna put our icons up?
Yeah, that's what I'm just going to do right
our
now.
little
Sorry about that.
Tokens. And just be like, I guess we'll just, do what he wants, and hopefully we get, invited to this, night market that he is trying to set up. And
all right, there, you guys are right in the Yakuza's face.
Oh, there we
now
go.
you can decide where you want to go from there.
So yeah, I mean, I'll head over to.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, and that guy, he introduced you to him. That guy's name is Ricky. He's one of his security guys that always hangs out right there.
Oh, while I'm kind of heading over there, like.
And the other, and just for reference, the other guy at the door, the other security guy, his name is Stone. And Kid did introduce you to them. He told both of them that you guys are working tonight and running the place,
So I'll ask this guy, like, when I get over there, like, so any idea? You see nobody over here? Or was it not your post at that point?
He's like, no, this is my post. I'm always here. No one was here. No one's fucking with it. He's like, it's just kid overreacting and shit.
All right, well, I guess I'll take a look and see what's going on.
Yeah, are there any more doors around the side, or is this it that we see?
You can see behind the bar back over here, there's some type of door. There's the big drop door. There's just kind of like a pathway here that goes in between these cages, which seem to have like crates and boxes of whatever in there. There's also some electric stuff stacked up back here. I imagine the system that he was referring to that's back there. But other than the front door and those, that's it. It's pretty closed off. Anything else that has been sealed.
Okay. Oh, that's the case. There's no perimeter. I'm gonna go to the bar and get something to drink.
And judging by the smell, the old synthetic wheat smell and stuff, you can kind of deduce from all that it's probably an old processing plant for like petrochem or something with biotechnica, some fuel stuff. You know how they use the synthetic wheat. So it definitely has that sort of old processing plant warehouse sort of smell to it.
I'm gonna be wandering around, walking around.
Okay.
Always staying moving.
Yeah, and right
Paying
now,
attention.
and right now, while on Rio, you're getting, jacking into the system and kind of checking it out and getting ready to do that and looking at that. The guard guy opens the gate and takes a couple guys out. A couple guys come walking out with him, closes it, and he walks them over to the ring. They just look like normal guys, and he brings them up into the ring, and everyone's kind of gathering around and cheering. It's getting close to midnight. It sounds like the real fights are about to get started. The real rounds. And that's what you notice too, Raven, like kind of walking around as people are kind of crowding up around, and most attention is going towards the center now.
Okay.
Let's get everybody to click and then just give initiative. Since everyone is kind of pulling off different tasks, that way we can kind of cycle through and let everybody kind of, play with the environment here, see what happens. And Shu 2 is Chris Bennett says you have to establish dominance. Shu 2 is explosive, so is grain dust. I love it. Like you just go in setting shit on fire. Pissing on things. You're just like pounding your chest, pissing on things, setting things on fire, establishing dominance. Start throwing feces at dominant males.
I'm not getting paid enough for that at all.
All right, cool. On Rio, it's over to you. You're at the top here.
I guess I'll jack in and see.
Yeah, you can do that.
Get in there.
I'll remember to
Get
hit my button
in
today.
there.
Get in here.
Kitty's getting jacked in there.
Yeah, you're
like,
you're
I
on
want
this.
attention.
You're on the top level of this system. There's a password here, a DV6.
All right, so I'll do activate my worm program, and then I will do a backdoor on that. This would be +2 to that, so 12.
Nice. Yeah, it's like double of what you needed. You get right through that
All
password.
right. And technically, that's the end of my 3 net actions.
Okay. Raven, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing right now?
I'm gonna still make another lap around and just pay attention to everybody where they all settle. So once everybody settles, then I'll settle.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception while you're making your rounds. Yeah, when you're going around, everyone's gathered up, placing bets. It looks like everything's getting started. But while everyone's attention is going this way and everyone's kind of focused, you notice one guy kind of like weaving in and out of the crowd that was, I don't know, just a little bit different than everyone else. He's not really paying attention to the ring as much as everybody else, and you kind of notice that.
Huh. I'm gonna go grab his little butt. Hey,
Yeah, Coupler, Coupler, what are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to the bartender and order myself a drink and see what I can find out about Kid and Yutami and the fights. So just
Okay.
have some nice little casual conversation.
Yeah, bartender lady sees you sitting there, and after she takes care of some of the Yakuza guys, she gives her attention to you. And she's just like, yeah, what's up? What are you drinking?
What do you guys got here tonight? What does Kid supply?
Well, you know, Kid, he likes the hard stuff. So, we got all the liquors you can think of, whatever you want. He's like,
Yeah, I
if
guess
you
I'll
need
take
time
a-
to think about it, just check it out and give me a call. I'm Janice, and she turns around.
All right. I'm gonna hit up Janice for just a whiskey on the rocks tonight.
Okay. Yeah, she hooks you up. She's like, you want to keep an open tab, or you paying as you go? What's up?
I'll pay as I go. Don't know how much time I'll get between whatever I'm gonna be doing tonight. kid gets me fixing up cyber if something goes broken.
Yeah, all right, cool. 10 eddies.
No problem. Yeah, ask her how long she's been working here.
She's like, I've been with kids since day one.
Wow. What was it like back then? He's a little rough around the edges from what I've seen so far.
He's always been rough around the edges. You know, that's how he got to this point. You know. So how did you meet him? How are you running things tonight with everybody? How did that happen? She seems kind of surprised that some new blood is running the place.
Owed him a favor because he helped us out with a gig earlier.
He helped you?
Got the good... Yeah.
Wow.
That's a loose way of saying it. Well, let's just say he had a friend that got us to something that we needed, and that friend got us some hot water, I guess, or deeper. But favors were exchanged, and we're here now doing this for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense. I've just never really heard of him doing too many favors, so I guess that's cool. But hey, you owed him, so you're here. Cheers to that.
Yeah. I think he got the better end of the deal tonight. What's
Yeah.
What's with the Yatami and the other suits? I wouldn't think this would be their kind of place.
They're always here. They're just big spenders. They make a good grip here on their betting.
Hope they tip well, too.
Yeah, they tip pretty good.
Any problems here, ever?
No, not really. I mean, once in a while, some people get drunk and rowdy and kicked out, but that's about it. One of the Yakuza kind of waves her over for a drink. She's like, I'm taking care of this. I'll be back. She kind of like goes over to take care of them drinking.
No problem, then.
Yeah, Hollow.
Okay, I'm gonna check out the ring, see if I see anything obviously, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, pictures about it.
Yeah, first off, ringside, kind of where you go in, at least to the side of that where there's like a table and some other guy there with like a bell ringing it and a timer, and some other dude with a clipboard tracking things and running the scoreboards. You can see there's like scrubs and smock stuff for like techs and people, I guess, to throw on so they don't get bloody if they're dealing with stuff. You can also see, like, Kid described as sort of like little makeshift medical bag that has a bunch of, at glance anyways, a bunch of random things in it that are very first aid kit style. I imagine with this gig, you know, you're not really doing major surgery things, you know, you're just patching people up quick and doing temp fixes and stabilizing just so the fight can continue and betting can continue. If someone maybe dies or gets close to death, I should say, gets that mortal, maybe you bring them back to that one hit point sort of position and out, unless maybe that game is somebody's supposed to die. But you know, each game it'll kind of be evident to you as it goes. I'll let you know what they're running. But right now, it looks like they've just got a couple regular guys in there fighting these other two like really big sumo-looking guys. The big sumo guys, like I said, have those blunt weapons and stuff. The two regular guys don't. They're getting beat to shit very badly. But that's what you see going on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna change into the scrubs. Like, so I'm all prepared. Can't really interrupt them fighting. I guess I'll talk to the other guys that are there, like the trainers.
Yeah, you can do that. They're just sitting there. What do you want to say?
Hey,
when you start getting dressed, by the way, they both notice you and just kind of like nod, so they know you're working there and stuff.
Okay. My brain went completely blank. Nah. Hey, hello. How are you guys doing?
Just working. Shit's finally getting started.
Yeah, so it's gonna get a lot more busy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably in the next like 30 minutes this place is going to be shoulder to shoulder. He's like, this is just kind of like the first fight. Yeah. He's like, this is your first time here?
Yeah, favor for a friend.
Let me guess, Kid.
Friend of a friend.
All right.
Kid, my friend owed Kid a favor. I decided to do him a favor.
All right, that makes sense. He kind of like laughs. The other guy they look at each other. They kind of like nod, like, yeah, sounds right. Yeah, so if you want, you know, at least on this first fight, these two guys, honestly, you can just let them get fucked up. It's the next round that's going to be important. When the next round starts, I think it's the group one. The other guy like looks at the clipboard. He's like, yeah, group. And he's like, yeah, when that comes out, just, keep stabilizing people. If you see people getting fucked up either side, he's like, just keep stabilizing, let them keep going. He's like, we just want to keep it going as long as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna get bloody.
Yeah, back over to you, Unreal.
All right. I'll do armor. So I'll activate armor.
Okay.
And then I'll do a Pathfinder check.
Okay, yeah, do it.
7.
Yeah, you can tell there's 4 levels. You're on the top one. You can see that there's definitely a hellhound on the next level. Then some type of control node, and then a file on the bottom level.
Okay. What do I want to do? I guess what I'll do is I'll go down a level.
Okay.
And then I guess I need to roll to see.
Yeah.
You said that. So I'm gonna do 2 luck on this.
Yeah, you've got to do the the initial speed check to see if any damage happens with the hellhound there.
Oh hell yeah! Let's go.
13 or higher. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, even without the luck, I would
Yeah.
have been fine.
Success. You're too quick for that hellhound.
So I will go ahead and do sword and attack it.
Okay. Let me see if I'll just put him over here, since we do have a token that can kind of somewhat represent a hellhound, I guess. Yeah, go for it.
And like I'll just like not that anybody else can see it, but I'll just shake my head because it's like I hate the fact that it constantly calls my name.
Yeah, it's constantly. It's saying it, and it's saying it wrong, which pisses you off. It's like reading it, like when you type things in onto something that's supposed to read it, and it like gives you, because it's AI, it doesn't get it, so
it doesn't quite understand how it.
Yeah.
That's funny. So yeah, I'll do a attack with my sword.
Yeah, go for it. I already
Now 8
rolled here. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I still hit it, huh?
Yeah, I did I rolled a 1. I did horribly.
Oh.
It's one of those sessions for me.
Only 5 damage though.
Brain cells.
All right, yeah, you see a big chunk of pixelation break off from this hellhound.
That'll be the end of my 3 actions.
Okay, cool.
I think, right? Yeah, I did armor, Pathfinder. Then
yeah. You put on the armor and Pathfinder. You did Pathfinder.
Yep. So,
okay, cool. Yeah, it's going to attack you. Oh wait, when you win the speed like that, now it goes in the top of the order, right?
It goes in the top of the initiative order.
Okay, so
it attacked me right before I go next, basically.
Exactly. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Raven.
I'm gonna see where that guy's going.
Okay. Yeah, give me a stealth. This is just as you're kind of pursuing this sneaky dude whipping in and out, he's kind of trying to take notice if anybody's noticing him. Nice. Yeah, you can tell that as he's kind of going and he's like looking around, but he does not notice that you're kind of following him. You can see as people are crowding in more and more and paying attention to the fight, he's kind of casing people out a bit, and he's trying to pickpocket people. You see him kind of reach in and grab something from one dude's pocket. He goes to try to do another one and just kind of like stops and almost gets caught and just keeps walking around like he's weaving in and out of the crowd. Also during this time, more people are coming into the club. It's definitely like those guys that are working described at the Hollow. Over the next 30 minutes or so, over this next first couple fights, people are pouring in. It's soon to be like shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall packed,
Is that it for my move? Or I didn't really move. I just kind of watched him.
You did your move. You followed him. Was there any type of action or something you want to do, or are you just kind of seeing what he was doing?
Yeah, I've seen what he's doing, and I'm probably gonna. I guess in my next move, my X action, I'm probably gonna nicely grab him, and kind of just gently towards the door.
You can do that now. You have an action. You can try to grab him. That would be your brawling.
Yeah, I just want to kind of like put my arm around him very gently, like almost like flirty, kind of, because I am a girl and I'm probably not noticing my armor yet, and just be like, "Come buy me a drink."
All right, give me your brawling. See if you can grapple this guy.
They're brawling, and I'll do one luck on it.
Are you flirting by a drink, or are you brawling trying to grapple? Which is it?
It's like a grappling, but like not really. Just grab him. I'm just gonna grab him. Fuck it.
I would, after a roll like that, I would go with that.
I was gonna grab him. I don't even know what I rolled.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can see in the live stream, but Raven just rolled.
I'll just grab him.
I don't know if anyone can see in the stream, but Raven just rolled a 31 brawling. I would definitely go. I would definitely go with the grapple with the brawling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the dude. Come on, little guy.
Yeah, he failed. You grappled him up. He's pretty much in your control right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him to the front door. I'm gonna take him to the front door where you come in.
Okay. Well, you'll have to work on that move your next round. But you were able to grapple. Yeah, you grapple him up. He's just like, oh shit, what the fuck? And he's just, pretty surprised at that moment. Yeah. Coupler, back over to you.
I'm gonna talk to Janice in between her serving the patrons, trying to find out as much as I can about Kid and Yatami here.
Yeah, it's super fucking busy, but you do get her attention for a moment if you want to say anything.
Yeah, I want to see if Kid has any competition or enemies in the area, or anyone that's sort of not happy with what he's doing. Can I use a conversation?
Yeah. Give me human conversation. Or conversation, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this time around, she's just like...
Me, Coupler, you cute.
She's just like, yeah.
It wasn't persuasion.
Yeah, she's like, I don't have a lot of time to chat right now. She's like, look, this first rush is coming in. He's like, let me chat with you a little bit later, she says. And she starts like making drinks for people. She definitely seems pretty busy. Then. What was that?
Yeah, I'll enjoy my whiskey then.
Yeah.
That's probably why you're slurring.
Yeah. No, I think he would do better if he was drunk. He'd be more confident and more social and like, But no, that was a bad...
I'm not hitting on her this time. I'm trying to find out information on Kid.
Yeah. All right, Hollow.
Luck is being better.
Back over to you. You can see that the first fight kind of got done. The guy from the back drop door is kind of walking in like a group of like 5 people. 1 female, 4 guys. And give me... do you have human perception?
Yes.
Yeah, give me that.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, you can tell the people that the security guy is bringing to the ring, they don't look happy. Like they definitely look depressed, and like scared and like not willingly part of this. They look scared and distraught. But yeah, he brings them in and is kind of pushing them into the ring. Some of the guys are kind of up in the front. Some of them are kind of staying in the back and kind of like trying to protect the girl, and they're all just scared. The 2 big guys just start attacking them. They're all going at it and fighting. It's pretty crazy, but that's what you see. What are you doing?
Ooh. My professional desire to do something versus my desire to live through the night. Very hard.
Yeah, and at this moment, you see one of the fighters pretty much break one of the other guys' legs. He just falls to the ground screaming, and he just is looking over at you. The 2 other guys at work, the guy with the clipboard kind of like looks over to you, and he's like, "Yo, we got a broken leg."
Okay, so I'll pull him out and then surgery or paramedic.
Yeah, you would have to do a quick fix. So just go with a paramedic. You would need to hit a DV13 in order to kind of give him that quick fix. Nice.
She's good at what she does. Poor guy.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, you give a quick fix to his leg. Security guy kind of like helps him up, pushes him back into the ring. He's kind of hobbling, getting back into the fight.
Damn, I wish I had killed my sweet side already. This is bugging me.
Yeah, a little bit of turmoil in this job, probably this gig, but back over to Onryo.
Well, I mean, it needs to attack me first.
Yeah. So yeah, you're in the system. The
stupid hellhounds.
Yeah.
Use a luck on this.
Yeah, Hellhound goes to the top of the order, so he's attacking. Yeah.
For 12.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and you were just a point over, even without that luck, so you did fine. You dodge his bite. He tries to take a bite out of you, but misses.
All right, and then I'm gonna use my sword and try to chop at him again.
Yeah.
A 13.
Yep, it's a hit.
13 damage.
Yeah, more than half of his body just shatters in pixels and like digital blood spray. He's barely hanging on.
I'll try to zap him then.
Okay.
Okay.
That one I did better. Oh, and of course you did better. That was a hit. I finally did a good roll, and you did even better. So, yeah, hit.
Need to create a macro for that.
Nice.
Before.
Yeah, the rest of his pixelated body just absolutely shatters and disintegrates as he howls out your name one last time.
As he voxels into little pixels.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh,
did you remember?
The next one was a.
Oh, good. You changed your background to the digital background.
I did. Yeah, I remember to do it at the beginning of this.
Nice.
You
have another turn, right? Or well, you have your turns now.
Yeah, I have one more turn. So I'll go down another level.
Yep. You go down a level. It's a control node. It looks like a control DV8. You can't tell what it is.
I'll go ahead and try controlling it.
Okay.
So 10.
Nice. I think I just lost some light.
Yeah, you just went super dark.
Oh.
Yeah, let me get the other light on. Hold on one second, guys.
And this is where the serial killer comes out and kills me.
There you go.
Yes, floating head.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason the other light went out, so all of a sudden I just went dark. I need to get the other light in here, but it's in the other room. I think it's down.
Yeah. Weird.
But yeah. It's a
so yeah, I guess
what did you roll? Sorry, I missed it because the light went out.
10.
Yeah, that was enough. You got control over it. Yeah, it opens up the node, and you can basically see that it's controlling the neon lights throughout the building, the scoreboards, some old fire suppression system, whether it's an old water system or chemical release or something, and then you can see something that's labeled cell doors.
Cell doors, interesting. Okay, I get that. Technically, that's the end of my 3D action. So,
all right, Raven, back over to you. You pretty much have this guy grappled up. Wherever you're moving, he has to move.
Where are we standing? I don't know where I grabbed him.
We'll say that you grabbed him right over here on the side of the ring, right where your token is.
Do you want to go in the ring or do you want to go to the front door?
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, what? Just let me go. Just let me go. What the fuck? Why are you doing this?
Why are you pickpocketing?
He's like, hey, come on. We all gotta make our living somehow. He's like, just let me go. And he's kind of like wriggling, trying to get loose. Where are you taking him? You know, you have him in your control. You can go anywhere.
Well, I was like, do I feel pity for the guy? Because I was about to just go throw him in the ring and be like, hey, if anybody's missing anything, this guy got it. Because that would show some street cred with the Suzuki guys that are fucking nuts. Oh,
I'd be
Adrian.
mad they interrupted their entertainment, though.
That's the other thing too. Can I choke him out to maybe put him to sleep and then try and drag him so I don't have to.
Well,
What do
I
I
mean,
need
it's
to-
not. You can't necessarily just choke them out or whatever, but you do your body. Well, when you have somebody in a grapple, you can at least do your body in damage to them when you choke them.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you successfully do that like 3 rounds, or if you do that 3 in a row without him breaking loose or something, then he's considered unconscious, unless you bring him down to 0 hit points, in which case he can also be unconscious.
Yeah, because I just want to have to wiggle him, unless because I have intimidate him with all my many weapons and be like, which one would you like in your gut? Follow me. As I have him in a headlock. Can I do intimidation then? To at least try to get him to move to the door.
You have him in a grapple. He has to move wherever you move him.
Okay,
so
we're going
if you
to
want
the
him to go to the
front door.
door, you can bring him to the door.
Yeah, we're going to the front door.
Okay.
I'm going to take over there. So
Yeah,
that's my understanding, yeah.
Yeah, you bring him over to the front door.
Hang out with the security.
Anything you want to?
Okay.
Anything you want to do? What are you doing? You bringing him to the front door, and then?
Oh, I'm gonna let. Huh?
You can always
You say
throw
let him.
Throw.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna open up the front door after I pat him down and take some of the stuff that he took out. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, Chris Bennett says take him dancing, slam dancing, and he says turn him over to the Yakuza. They'll be appreciative.
Yeah, I was gonna give him to the security guard guy.
Yaks, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'll give him to the security guard with my gun into his face and just be like, either you want them to deal with you or you can deal with me. Either one.
Right.
Give him a little more intimidation. I don't want to waste a bullet. He was just pickpocketing.
Yeah, I mean, when you get there, security guy sees that you've got some guy, and he's just like instantly like, oh shit. He's like, what was this guy doing? And he's like kind of grabbing him from you.
Pickpocketing.
He's like, ah, fuck, and he kind of like grabs him and is dragging him outside.
I'm watching at the door like, what?
Yeah,
What
Coupler, back over to you.
Now I'm gonna go back to talking to Janice if she's free.
Yeah, she has a little more time right now. She just took care of a bunch of rounds of drinks. You can do another human conversation and give this another shot. Let's see if you get tongue-tied.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna see if find out what I can about the kid and any possible people who don't like the kid. If I can find a conversation again. There we go. Wow, that's a little better.
You know,
Nice are not my
need to
friends
stop. Like this bartender's getting the wrong idea about you.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. At this point, you can tell she's getting a little bit annoyed. You can't tell if she like thinks you're hitting on her or if she's just tired of you asking about kid while she's trying to make drinks for people. But that's a second fail. She seems a little bit annoyed. So that didn't really work out well. Hollow.
Yeah, that'll be true.
Okay, back to my moral issues of HIPAA. Oh, wait, HIPAA's the wrong one. HIPAA's talking about
Hippocratic?
it. Hippocratic, that's what I'm thinking.
Good thing you didn't go to medical school though.
First rule of Fight Club is don't talk about the Hippocratic rule of Fight Club. Like, don't talk about people you fix in Fight Club, maybe? That's your Hippocratic.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of there, a little nervous, waiting for people to be injured, like checking my material. Can I do human perception on the other guys who are working with me?
Yeah, give me a roll on that. You can tell that they're pretty cold and robotic about this whole situation. They've probably been doing this for a while. They don't even seem fazed by shit going on. In fact, during that moment of looking at them, some more shit just goes down. You hear some more screaming and fighting from the ring, and one of the guys looks at you, and he's just like, yeah, it looks like, it looks like one of them in there has a cracked skull, and you can see it just like bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. One of the guys, and that'd be a DV-15, a paramedic on a quick fix. But he just kind of like gestures for you to go take care of that guy.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm a very good doctor.
That's not even counting. You should get another bonus 10 on
Nice.
that too.
Yeah, you basically wrap them
Yeah,
up,
really.
stop the bleeding. You give him a little something from the first aid kit there that kind of helps with some of the swelling. He's really fucking out of it, but as the job requires, I guess, security kind of like grabs him and is pushing him back in the ring. They're still all going at it. It's at that point
Fight to
too.
the death.
Yeah, it seems like that. It's at that point too. You do see one of the other guys take such a blow that he falls to the ground dead.
Do I try CPR or is he like decapitated dead?
No, he's like broken neck dead. Like the guy hit him so hard with that club thing he's got that like it snapped his neck. You can see some neck bone poking out. That guy's done.
Nice.
Yeah, in fact, one of the other security guards that was at the door there, like, runs over to the ring and drags the body out, pulling it over to the side. You can kind of see like some old blood on the ground over there. Like they drag bodies there often when this happens. Pretty normal.
Yeah, trying to keep my hot dog down.
Yeah. On Rio, back over to you.
I guess I'll go down to the last level.
Yeah, you get down there. There's a file. It looks like an ID DV of 6.
All right, I'll go ahead and try to ID it. 7.
Nice. All right, yeah, you get in there. It's a file log, a digital betting log. It seems like it's kind of the digital system that keeps track of some of the betting that's going on.
Okay.
And you definitely notice that we haven't really encountered this situation, so I'm going to kind of wing by how I'm going to understand this works, but you can kind of tell in this file something's a little off. You would have to make your roll to discover this, cloak or virus situation.
Okay.
So I have
I'll go ahead and use a luck on that.
Okay, yeah, give me whatever it is to kind of reveal this cloak situation. Maybe I can.
I fail.
Yeah, you can tell something's fishy, but you're not figuring anything out at your first run at it anyways. You give it a try. No luck.
I should have one more left.
Yeah.
I'll do another one. Huh, still fail. Wow. So it'd take a little bit longer to figure out, obviously something's going on, but
Yeah.
we'll have to wait.
I'm feeling the pressure.
You okay
Yeah, no
there?
luck. You give it another shot.
I'm
no
distracted
luck.
by the people dying in the arena, I guess.
Yeah, there's definitely
The smell.
some,
I can still see them.
there's definitely some violence and rowdiness going on. So yeah, you're kind of having a hard time, but yeah, no luck there. Raven, back over to you. You notice when that guy took the guy and dragged him out. As he's dragging him out, you notice the guy kind of like working him over as he's dragging him out. Like, man, you're so fucking annoying. Why do you do this shit here? He's kind of like dragging him out. Closes the front door. What are you doing?
I'm gonna chat with the security guard just to see, just make small talk with him. I'm like, oh, this has happened often. Do I have to, just to see, just to get in with him a little bit.
Yeah, he right when you're about to kind of engage in conversation, you see him kind of like punch the guy like super hard. The guy kind of like crumbles unconscious to the ground. And he takes out his agent and takes a picture of him and just kind of like is typing in and shit. He's like, yeah, this dude's fucking banned. He's like, now, what did you say? What was that? He's
So
asking,
you've been working here for a long time?
yeah. I've been with kids since like day one. He's like, how do you know him? How did you get into this shit?
Well, a friend of a friend. I'm friends with Henrio. We go a little bit way back and have fun together doing some hustle and bustle around town.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've heard of Onryo, man. Kid always talks about him and shit. I don't get what's up with that, but whatever. He loves him. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Good, man. Just do some more work. That's good. Make Kid happy. You know how he is. Right then, some more people are kind of coming down the alley, and he's like, oh, let me take care of this shit. And he's kind of like dealing with more people coming in. You see him charging them money and shit.
How much are they charging him?
You can give me a perception if you want to see that detail of the money exchange, if you wanted to know that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's charging everybody 20 eddies. $20 to get in. Everybody's paying and coming in.
You guys ever need more security? I'm down. Look it up.
Yeah, he just kinda like looks
Side
up,
mode.
yeah, he just like looks over. He's like, yeah, just talk to Kid. I'm sure, you know, we have a pretty high turnover rate. We always need more help. He kind of like laughs.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's bad.
But
Bad thing.
but yeah, back over to you, Coupler. The bartender is super busy. It's right about then that the security guy kind of like pops up next to you. The guy that was over by the door. This guy. Good old cousin Ricky. But yeah, Ricky says to you, he's just like, hey man, he's like, I was just dragging some of the bodies in the back. He's like, and the door was fucking jamming on me again. He's like, you want to come and try to fix this shit or take it down? He's like, we don't have time for this, and we got the next round coming.
Yeah, I was just about done here with my drink, so I'll put the glass down, leave a tip for Janice, and head over to the door.
All right. She notices the tip and, you know, just kind of like smiles and nods. She seems like a little less annoyed at you now.
Money fixes everything.
It does. It fucking does.
It does.
Absolutely.
I'll get a fake drink later.
But yeah, so you'll follow him over to the door to kind of help him with that. Hollow, it's over to you. Right now, you can see that in this past moment or whatever, they dragged out another body, and the security guy kind of like brought 2 more guys in. These guys had a couple little mini like fish bats, so they're kind of fighting the sumo guys too. But the sumo guys are much bigger and they've got like bigger weapons. But it is escalating and getting a little more rowdy. I guess it was during that time that the door fucked up and was jamming. That's why Coupler's working on that. But yeah, they're fighting, and you notice that one of the guys hits one of the sumo guys pretty hard, and it looks like he cracked a rib because the sumo guy is kind of like this, and he backs off while the other guy is kind of fucking up the regular people. And the sumo guy's kind of like holding his rib, and he's like waving towards you to come and help him.
Okay, I'll do that on that check.
Yeah, he definitely has a cracked rib.
There's not much you can do about that except wrap it up.
Holy shit, did you roll another 10? Yeah, you did.
You did.
Oh, I didn't even see the roll. Okay. Oh yeah, 23. Yeah, easily. Yeah, you just needed to hit that DV13 for a quick fix on a broken rib. But yeah, you wrap him up. And he just kind of like looks at you and he's like, fuck. He's like, you got anything for the pain? He's like having a hard time breathing.
Go in that bag.
Remember
Yeah,
that thing?
I'll check in the bag for a painkiller. Well,
Okay.
I don't. Okay, I have the hypodermic, but I don't know. I can't remember who was that for.
Kitsudos or Yatami's guys.
Okay, so I asked him if he's one of Yatami's guys.
Oh, you know that they are. Yeah, the house is pretty much all these regular people that keep funneling in. And then, you know, the opposition betters or whatever, or whoever is the big spender behind the other fighters are the opposite, you know. So these Asian sumo guys are part of the Yakuza team, you know.
Is there any way to see what that hypo actually is? Seems shady.
But yeah, he's
shady.
you know, he's waving to you, he's grabbing his rib, he's like, come on, he's like, what the fuck? The other guy's fighting.
I can do the normal stuff, or I can do something a little shady. It's your choice.
Don't tell him it's shady.
That's what you say to him?
Yeah.
He's like, what? He's like, what the fuck you mean shady? And he like looks at the other guy and he's like, hold on, what?
The good stuff.
The good.
What was that?
Just the extra good stuff, boy. Don't get all so freaked out.
He's like, oh, yeah, give me the good stuff. He's like, I'm in some pain here. I want to fuck people up. Come on. I want to get back in.
Okay.
He's like grabbing his rib.
Okay, I'm gonna assume this is the right guy and hit him with the hypo.
All right. Before we get into that, because you've already fixed him with your action, but after this conversation, you're about to hit him with the hypo. But back over to Rio.
I guess I'll do another like cloak check, or it's basically cloak, but I'm trying to discover the.
Exactly. Yeah. Cloak is what somebody else might have left behind to hide their
Yeah.
virus and the shit that they do, you know?
9, that's better.
Nice. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, after this third attempt, third time's a charm, you're able to kind of get through some weird coding. It was definitely some coding that was rubbing you the wrong way. It's what you noticed was a little off. And within that, you can tell that there was a net runner that was in the system, somebody that obviously wasn't supposed to be there. They left some type of virus. With that cloak, you can tell that the virus is pulling like little small percentages from all digital bet records to one account. It's hard to decipher because some of it's in Japanese, but you can definitely see that it's pushing the numbers to Mr. Yatami's account. Yeah, this virus, it has a, to take it out, it has a DV of 10. You can see that. It's of that caliber.
Alright, I'll use 1 luck and try to, I guess, counter virus it.
Yeah, I think how it works is like if you get that...
9.
Okay, yeah, no luck. Yeah, you're not figuring out yet. Some of the code is a little bit foreign. Like I said, certain parts are in Japanese, which is a little bit foreign to you, but yeah,
Technically have 1 more action.
Yeah, no luck with that one. You can give it another shot. Let's see if we can get Hollow to laugh at you.
Yep, sure enough.
Nice. All right. Yeah, no luck. It wasn't that bad though. It wasn't like last time.
No.
But yeah, still no luck. Yeah, it's a tricky virus, but while you're trying to do it, you see it pulling small percentages to that dude's account. Kind of shady. Something's up with that. But yeah, back over to Raven.
I'm gonna.
Can go away, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can delete him out. That was just his memory.
Yeah.
That was lingering. That was his lingering memory. Raven, yeah, what's up?
Since I'm standing by the door, I'm gonna do an observation, panning around the room again.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception. Yeah, everything seems kind of normal now. You don't see any more like shady people weaving in and out. Everyone's focused on the fight. The fight's definitely getting more and more brutal. The place is packed now. It's like shoulder to shoulder. It's kind of hard to walk around. But that was a great perception roll. You're still able to kind of scan the area. Everything is as it was. Yeah, Yakuza's chilling at the bar. Fights going on. You notice Coupler in the back getting ready to kind of mess with that drop door. You see on Rio over there hacked into his system in the corner.
Alright, so I got a good view of everybody where I'm standing up in the front door. Okay.
Yeah, you were able to see everything. Nothing bad going on or anything.
Cool. I'm gonna hang out there at the door.
Okay, cool. Coupler?
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to fix this drop door.
Okay.
Get it.
Yeah, when you go over there, the door is... Here, let me get to it. Yeah, the drop gate is kind of like half jammed. Like it's about this much off the ground, and it's just kind of like you can tell it's jammed or something's fucked up, maybe off track or something. But it's like one of those big kind of pull down garage door things. But it's electric, it's motorized. Yeah, it's looking like just based on this type of tech work that you've seen before, because you do have experience in this, you can tell that it's a DV17 to fix this thing.
Alright, I'm gonna throw in a luck on that one. And is this a regular or like electronic security one? Which one would be?
No, this would be regular tech. It's not really the locking system, it's actually the mechanics of it itself, you know?
Alright, so this +1.
No, oh wait, that is, oh,
17.
but, yeah, but it has to be
need to beat
higher, yeah, it has to be higher than the defending is the DV.
Yep.
So yeah, no luck, but just about there, you almost had it knocked loose. Security dude even saw you almost had it. I was like, oh shit, oh dude, try harder. Like he was excited.
Hey,
you got
there.
Try harder.
Yeah, try harder. Yeah, over to Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
It's back over to you. The guy was like, yeah, give me the good shit. I want to get back to fighting.
Okay, so I'm gonna inject him.
All right, you inject him with the stuff Kid gave you. Yeah, like when it hits him, he's like, oh, he's like, yeah, all right, cool, I feel good. He's like, I'm going back in. And he kind of like goes back into the cage and starts fighting. And they're fucking people up. Yeah, another one kind of like drops dead. Just from like so many blows. He's not moving. You can tell it's not even a revival situation. It's another dead body situation. Other guys are keeping score. People are hollering and cheering and stuff. Give me a human perception roll. Yeah, you can tell with that. You can tell that the guy that you injected with that painkiller or whatever it is, he's starting to sweat. Like, he felt good at first, but within like seconds, you can see he's starting to sweat. He seems like hyped up, like maybe an increase of blood pressure or heart rate. Something is a little bit off, and it's heading in that direction. But that's the end of your round. Over to you, Rio.
I guess I'll do another virus or counter virus or whatever.
Yeah. Go for it. Let's see if you can get this thing. Oh my god. 1. No luck. Shake it off, buddy. You got this.
There we go. 11.
Nice. You got it. All right, cool. Yeah, you were able to finally get through the code. It took 4 tries. It was pretty tricky, but you got through some of the uncommon Japanese code that was a little tricky for you or foreign to you. You got through it. You're able to kind of unlock that virus and delete it. So it's no longer pulling percentages from winning bets to Yotami's account. And you can definitely see that there was a net runner that left it there. And it has some type of like Yakuza tagging. It's not just going to a Yakuza person, but you can tell this is kind of like a job within their group or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like it was an outsourced code or anything. But yeah, that's what you see. You're able to break it.
All right, then I guess with my last net action, I'm going to do my own virus to basically just, I'm not even going to cloak it. Just the only change I want to make is so if I want to jack back in, the Hellhound will leave me alone.
Okay. Let's see.
2. So.
Yeah, no luck. I was going to say this one's going to be a little trickier. In the past, we haven't really set high DVs, or I should say long lengths of time for you to create these viruses, because they've always been simple. They've always been like, delete camera footage, security footage, make sure it's just looping, something simple. Something like this would take a little bit longer. It'd be a little trickier, but with a roll like that, I'm not even going to get into those details because you failed. That was horrible. But yeah, you're not doing too good.
That'll be the end of my net action. So.
Yeah. Hey, at least you broke the virus. You got through the cloak. You figured that out. That was good. Raven, back over to you.
I'm just gonna keep doing a perception. Just watch the crowd from the door. I kind of like this little spot here.
Yeah.
Because just in case I have to run to the door, I can be like, bye, bye, team, no names.
Good luck. Yeah, that's right. You have to run over, grab the car keys from Coupler. Bye. Yeah, no, everything seems normal. Everything's kind of functioning like it should, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so no major stresses there. Coupler, back over to you.
Gonna take a crack at that door again, trying to.
Yeah, go for it.
Drop another. No, I'm not gonna spend the luck on it this time. Beat it. Perfect, 19.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, you were able to fix the gate. It was pretty much something in the gears that turn that pull it. That it was a little off track and jamming itself. You're able to get that back on track, unjam it. The security guard's like, "Oh, dude, Kid's gonna be so happy, man. We've been dealing with this for a hot minute." He's like, "Thanks, bro." And yeah, the gate is fixed now. And the guy goes to open it. Give me a perception check.
All right. Not that great.
Okay. Yeah, with that, you're not really noticing anything out of the ordinary. Just normal door. You fix it, and you're pretty much done with that. The guy starts opening it. As he opens it, you do hear someone call out from in there, even though the place is noisy as fuck. And they call out, and they're just like, Cyrus, oh my God, Cyrus, is that you? And as you know, everyone knows you as Coupler. Your real name is Cyrus. And you hear someone kind of calling you from in there. And they're just like, Coupler, what the fuck, is that you?
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my head in there and see how far I can get.
Yeah, let me do a little reveal. Yeah, can you see? Did that reveal it to you?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
good.
I can see.
Yeah, when you open up, you can see that there's some type of like row of cells, and there's random people in these cells, and then there's like another row of bars right here. And it looks like cells continue on beyond there, but you can't really see from this angle that you're at. You can only kind of see what's directly from your point of view, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can see people in the cells. They look like normal people. They look pretty distraught and upset. Give me a human perception, just if I can give a little more detail during that scan of the room. Yeah, you're not noticing much else except that they're regular people. But one in particular, this guy right here stands out. And not just because he looks familiar. I don't know if that image looks familiar to you, but yeah, this guy calling you, he's just like, Cyrus, oh my God, is that you? He's like, dude, get me the fuck out of here. And you recognize him right away. It wasn't just calling you by your regular name, but when you saw him, it dawned on you that this is your old childhood buddy. This is Naboo.
King.
Yeah, Naboo King. And we really didn't go over much about him in Zero. I know it was kind of left open for grabs. So what we're gonna say is, just like growing up in the combat zone and stuff, you met King. He's just kind of a local hustler and stuff, but he's actually a good guy. Him and his family, they never really got out of the combat zone. He's never really, got into any good tech skills or anything in particular. Just kind of your average dude. Works typically in construction, just 9-to-5er style, but never really did as well as you. Kind of still stuck in the combat zone, but nice dude. You've always stayed friendly with him. He's an old childhood friend. He's got a family and stuff like that. But anyways, he's here. He's locked up. He's shocked to see you. He's just like, oh my God, Cyrus. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Get me out of here, bro. And he's kind of like looking. He's like, wait a minute. Are you fucking working for these people? Right then, the security guard that's standing there at the door, he like looks at you and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, you know this guy?
Yeah, old friend, good friend.
All
Go
right.
back a long ways.
And we're gonna stop the session right here.
Okay.
We're gonna kind of leave it on this odd cliffhanger. And you guys can, kind of ponder the session and let me remind you, all the different little intricacies and weird things kind of going on. And then when we get into next session, we'll start right where we left off. Here, let me stop the sound so it's not so drastic. All the sounds of the nightclub fade away. I love Sirenscape. It's so fun. I love that it doesn't repeat too. It's always different variants and stuff. But yeah, we'll get back into next week's session and we'll take it from here. There's a lot going on, a lot of different little things going on. But we'll leave it on that cliffhanger. Coupler just noticed that there's some cells in the back where they're pulling people from to fight, and one of them is a childhood friend calling for his help. Rio just fixed that virus, found the cloak and all that. Let's see. It said that the server just disconnected, but hopefully everyone else can still see everything. But yeah, at least you were kind of able to clean up the system. Raven was able to get rid of a pickpocket that could have led to a even bigger sort of sticky situation, possibly within the crowd. Hollow's been kicking ass, fixing people up left and right. She was even able to slip in that odd air hypo drug to the other team or whatever, so the house could maybe get a little advantage. Not sure what's going on there, but you can see some effects setting in. So anyways, there's lots of little work and parts kind of in motion. And like I said, I want to leave it right there because a lot of things are about to happen, or at least a lot of possibilities are about to open up. You know what I mean?
Get our fight on.
You never know. You never know.
I'm gonna request that hypodermic needle.
Yeah. There's a lot of things here, and And overall, you know, you got to make Kid happy. You got to have a successful, smooth night to get to his night market. Let's not forget that. But then there's also all these other little components of things kind of moving around. But yeah, let me just dip back over real quick to chat. Bruce Ford and Chris Bennett and everybody else that stuck around, thank you so much for hanging out. I know tonight was the debates. Fuck that. We're doing some Cyberpunk. And I think it was, I wanted to mention, I think it was, yeah, Bruce at the beginning was like, when real life is far more dystopian than our Cyberpunk RPGs, I'll stick with the RPG streams.
Yeah, really.
I think that's a great way to put it. But yeah, thanks so much everybody for tuning in. I'm going to get my portable light here charged up and make sure you guys can see me better next time. I know that was kind of fun. But yeah, any other last words before I kill this transmission, guys?
No.
This
See
will
you
be a rough
everybody next
session.
week.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good game.
Anybody watching, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Twitch channel. We're trying to build up the community. Oh yeah, and check out Raven, my wife Valerie's shirt. Stank Mouth loves you. Make sure you go watch our first film. It's on Amazon Prime. If you're into completely no budget, shitty B horror movie style stuff, you're gonna love Stank Mouth. You can go see Val in that. I did the voice of Stank Mouth in case you were curious. But yeah, enjoy that too. But yeah, check out cyberpunkuncensored.com. Like I mentioned before, check out the partners page. We have like sponsor discounts and stuff. We have a podcast. Join the Discord. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And one last thing I wanted to let everybody know. I know we haven't done. This is Team Nameless. We haven't done Team Spicy in like 4 or 5 sessions. There's been lots of scheduling things, and they're actually not going to be able to play ongoing anymore. Not all of them anyways. But tomorrow I'm doing the final Team Spicy session. We're going to get together, and I'm going to at least put some closure to that campaign and that kind of storyline we were getting into. I know we didn't really fully get into it deep, unfortunately, but we got into it enough that I want to give it some closure and kind of wrap that stuff up and maybe leave an out for one of the players that's available to play, so maybe they can join us here once in a while or something for fun. But anybody that heard that or whatever, come back tomorrow, 6 p.m., same Cyberpunk Uncensored channels, and show us some love. All right. Thanks, everybody. I really enjoyed playing. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you guys next week.
Take
You
care.
enjoyed watching? Watch it again.